guys, it's Gameface here and welcome back to episode 12 of my Real Madrid career mode. Now today's episode, we're finally going to be finishing the January transfer window so we can crack on with the rest of the season. 6 hours more to go. We're going to see whether we bring anybody else in or sell anybody else. In the last episode, I asked you guys to basically vote as to whether I should try and bring in Neymar using Cruz and money. It was never really going to happen, but I thought I'd put the question out there. We've already had sort of an offer that's been stalled on. You guys came back and said, no, don't do that, you idiot. We want to keep him. Don't sell him. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to keep Cruz. We won't be getting rid of him as part of the Neymar deal. So, yeah, we'll have to wait and see whether we can trade anyone else to get Neymar. I don't think we will probably end up signing him. You guys weren't too keen on having both Neymar and Hazard at the club either. So that's what we're going to do. Before we go any further, though, if we could try and hit 100 likes on today's episode, then that'd be absolutely fantastic. Also, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already as well, and that'd be incredible too. Also, you can follow me on Twitter at GameFaceHD and on Instagram at GameFaceHD as well. Apologies about last episode. For some reason, it was 360p. I don't know what was with the quality there. That was YouTube's fault. They didn't process it properly. It uploaded as a HD video, didn't go out as a HD video, which is frustrating. Hopefully it's back to normal in today's episode. Let's skip a few more hours and see exactly what's going on and who we are going to bring in or sell. Neymar have basically come back to me on that deal, said they want 145 million. We're miles off it. We're not going to go ahead with that. Loan offer for one of our strikers. I don't think he is up for loan, so it's a bit of a strange one. We got one of them transfer listed, but the other isn't loan listed. We want to keep him, so reject that. I mean, we are still left with like £75 million to spend if we choose to. Just because we're in the window at the moment, it doesn't mean we actually have to spend it in the window. We can try and bring in a player for next season if we are going into a season 2, which I haven't yet decided. So, you know, we'll have to wait and see. I don't think we need to rush into splashing that cash. I'm pretty happy with the squad that we have right now. Transfer in here for Thomas. It's from Dortmund, £15.5 million. He is one of the players that we are trying to get rid of. I might just go ahead and accept it. Yeah, we'll go ahead and accept it, see whether something can be agreed for him to move to Dortmund. Not used him, so there's no point in having him still at the club. He's sort of wasted money, I suppose. So we are going to try and get some money in for him. And then there's the option also trying to bring in players ready for next season on pre-contract agreements. And I have looked at a couple of players. Can't say that there's loads of decent ones actually in the first season. So let's see who else was end of their contract. So yeah, Koke's end of the contract, or at least in 6 months' time it will be. Same with David De Gea, same with Anthony Martial. Those are sort of the best players we have. Do we try and nick a player from our rivals? Is that realistic? Is that something that would happen in real life? Do we go for David De Gea, even though we've already got Courtois and have 2 of the best goalkeepers in the world, arguably? Or do we go for Martial? Which is tempting, but another winger, which we don't really need. But at the same time, you know, can play as a striker, 84 overall, he is a good player. I don't even know whether we have to look at these deals in the window, to be honest. We can probably do it out the window anyway, but it's something I'm tempted to look at. I mean, Coco would certainly be interesting. He can play midfield. We do have to bear in mind that, you know, Modric isn't getting any younger, neither's Cruz. Cruz is 30, I think Modric 33. Not looking to be immediately replaced. We're certainly going to have an eye out, though, just in case those guys start to drop considerably in overall. For now, though, we'll leave it. We'll just sim through the final 4 hours, see whether we can get any more deals done with players leaving us. It looks like we might see the striker leave us here. Let's wait and see. Another bid in for him. This time a little bit more from Marseille. Okay, we'll accept that as well. Could this be a deal completed here? No. Okay, transfer talks break down with Dortmund. Wow. So I don't think he will be leaving us now. Bid in for Modric with an hour to go from Manchester City. Unbelievable. £65.6 million. I don't want to sell him anyway, so I don't mind saying unbelievable because he's not a player I'm trying to get rid of. 1 hour to go. It seems like that other deal will probably collapse unless it goes through into outside of the window. I'll have to see, but certainly that will be it for the transfer window. Into February we go. And let's see, transfer talks break down for Fernandes. Okay, didn't realise they were trying to sign Fernandes. I don't want Fernandes to leave, so I'm glad that happened. I wasn't told about that. I don't want to get rid of Fernandes, I want to keep him. Loan offer for one of our strikers once again. Don't know why we're getting loan offers in for him. Not interested. Monthly scouting update coming in here. Let's look at some Spanish players. We'll take Roberto. And that'll be it. Okay, suddenly our squad seems pretty depleted. I don't know really how that's happened, but I've had to change around the team quite a lot for this game against Alvarez. We're going to sim the match. It's at home. It's with a changed team. We're currently 5 points in front of Barcelona. They have a game in hand, though, but we are going to sim this game with a changed side, because it's a game we should win pretty comfortably. I want to get onto a match against Barcelona in about 3 or 4 days' time. So we are going with a changed team. Courtois starts in goal. Odriozola, Llorente playing as a centre-back. Vallejo, Fernandes, Zielinski. Valverde is also playing as well for the first time. Can't pronounce his name quite clearly. Cruz Jr., Mariano and Isco also starting, but Zielinski scores after 21 minutes, approaching half-time, still 1-0 up. We'll skip at half-time. Finishes 2-0, no injuries, no red cards. Great news. It's going to miss a penalty, though. Okay, great news for us this week. Lunin going up to 84 overall, once again, flying up in the overalls. He's got up the most out of everyone, which is great to see. And hopefully that continues going into the next season, if we do have another season of this. Even towards the end of this season, he's going to be challenging Courtois at this rate. Okay, so I did mention about, trying to sort of look at players that can help us go into next season if we do play a second season. And so we are going to look at a potential replacement or a player to come in and hopefully come into the setup at some point in Verratti, because obviously, Modric getting a little bit older, as I mentioned, same with Cruz as well. We've got to try and find someone a bit younger to come into the team. I'm not saying that he's going to replace Modric or anything like that, but he's got to be in there as an alternative option in case Modric does begin to drop next season. So we're going to make a move outside of the transfer window, ready for next season. And this is something I don't usually do, but I think it's good to prepare for it. We have a bit of cash saved up, so we'll see whether we can try and bring him in for a reasonable amount. We're going to start off, I think, with £55 million. I'm just hoping I can get him on the cheap a little bit. Let's see what they say to that. No, okay, that's a no. You're not getting him on the cheap. 60 million? Come on, get a little bit. 60, come on. No? Let's stick it to the price tag, okay. This could go on a little while. £65 million, come on. Accept it. What do you mean you're stalling it? Yes or no? Okay, so I'll have to wait a few days, I think, to find out about that one. There's obviously alternative options as well, but like I say, just sort of keeping our options open, ready for next season. If no one joins ready for next season, then that's fine, but I just thought I'd try and get ahead of the game a little bit. Okay, so on to this game against Barcelona. It's the semi-finals of the Spanish Cup. Courtois starts in goal, Carvajal, Varane, Ramos, Guerrero at the back, Casemiro, Modric and Pogba in midfield, Hazard, Lewandowski and Asensio as our front three. Fernandes, Odriozola, Zielinski, Cruz, Isco Jr. and Mariano all starting. Let's crack on with things. Let's try and get ourselves a victory. The last time we played Barcelona, I think, would have been in the league. And I'm pretty sure we lost earlier on in the season. So we've got to try and get some revenge on them if we can. Hopefully we can come away with a good victory. Just wanted to check what the result was last time. It's a 2-1 loss. We've improved a lot since then. Let's get on with things. Okay, then here we go for this game against Barcelona. Messi will kick us off. Let's see how we get on. Hopefully get ourselves a victory and try and get ourselves a couple of away goals as well, ideally. Should also note that I've given Eden Hazard the number 7 top. It's what you guys requested mainly in the comments section below. So that's exactly what I've done. Pogba looking to Asensio, that's a great pass. Asensio's through here with a chance on his left foot. Lewandowski trying to follow up and headed out there for a corner. Good chance for us here with our first attack. Modric will now try and deliver. It's a good ball in. Ramos is there and so are a few other players. It's another attempt. Chance of Busquets. Now Messi, what a block, and Courtois has to punch away. Gets a close opportunity there for Barcelona, and now a chance for us to attack if we can. A lot of men behind the ball of Barcelona here. It's a little bit tricky for us to get forward. Lewandowski trying to find Hazard, has to be a goal! Oh, no way. Such a good chance. Maybe shouldn't have taken it first time, but thought we were going to score it. Really did on the volley there. Such a good opportunity. Can't even hit the target. That's disappointing. Chance in for Barcelona. They've started passing it round like Barcelona. And they've scored. It's 1-0 on the stroke of half-time. Busquets of all players running forward. When do you see that happen? They take the lead, and yeah, just disappointed that we concede like that, especially we've had just such a good chance seconds ago, and then to concede with some really quick passing there that we can't really do a lot with. Frustrating for us, losing the game 1-0. And that's it for the first half. Let's get on the second half straight away. Come on, guys. Let's get ourselves a few goals here. We've been the better team as well, so it's annoying to be losing. Messi getting taken off. Not surprised. Useless player. No impact on the game at all. Not a bad change, though, to bring on Suarez off the bench, I suppose. Pogba running through here. Good chance. Needed to open up his body when he finessed it, and he didn't. Didn't give himself the angle. 25 minutes to go. Still pushing for a goal here, but unfortunately haven't quite had a clear enough chance just yet. That was a big one, though. Hazard. Hazard going for the cross. Go on. Wow, it had to have been a hell of a diving header to score from there, Asensio. Okay, first two changes, Junior and Isco to come on. We'll take off Asensio and Modric, give those guys a rest with 20 minutes left of the game. Hazard moves to the left-hand side, Junior playing the right-hand side. Let's just see what happens. 10 shots we've had, Barcelona have had 4, and yet they've scored. No way. Oh, they have scored as well. Make that 5 shots and they've scored 2. It's bobbled into the back of the net there, and it's a goal. What a fluky goal that is. Thought it'd just gone wide, but no, it found the corner. And it goes over Courtois into the back of the net here. We shouldn't allow this run to happen. We're trying to catch up and go with a challenge. And then, before you know it, a shot's been taken. Varane gets the deflection over Courtois. And it's 2-0. Game over with 15 minutes to go. It's frustrating, is that one, because, again, it goes against them when I play. Barcelona are one of our sort of bogey teams, really. We haven't won against them so far this career mode in the 2 matches we've played. and it's frustrating because we've certainly played better in this game than they have. There we go, that's the sort of pass we want from Hazard into Junior. Junior has to find Isco here. Chance for Isco and he scores. It's 2-1. Get the ball. There's 8 minutes left. Here we go. Fantastic play. I saw the gap emerging there for Isco to run into. Just played on a plate for him. Nobody marking him. And we've scored 2-1. Back into this game now. Not much time left though to get an equalising goal. But the away goal is the most important thing. Might need a second away goal though, really. Just because we know what Barcelona are like. They can easily score 2 goals in a game in the reverse fixture. Out for a corner, just seconds to go now. I don't think we're going to find ourselves the equalising goal, unfortunately. It's frustrating for us, but finishes 2-1. We lose that game away at Barcelona, but only positive we can take is we do get ourselves an away goal, which is something to cling on to go into the second leg. But frustrating at the exact same result as the last time I played against them. The clear issue there was not enough shots on target. Had the chances, no doubt about it. Pop had a good chance, 1-1 with the goalkeeper, didn't open up his body to score. We should really have got ourselves more than a loss from that game. Okay, PSG come back to us and said unacceptable. We want £86.2 million for Verratti. We don't have £86.2 million. Okay, let's be reasonable. Let's say £70 million. Come on, we're surely getting somewhere here. Yes, they finally agreed to it. You're taking your time, haven't you? He wants a release clause of £143 million. I'm gonna deny that release clause, I think. Okay, let's try 150 grand a week, see what he says to that. I don't want to overplay it or underplay it. I'm insulting. He's on 130, he wants more than 150. How's that insulting? Get out. Unbelievable. We'll have to try and sign him next week then. What was wrong with 150 grand a week as a starting offer? What was wrong with that? Threw his toys out the pram, didn't he? Okay, to the next game now. Another massive match for us to play. It's the Madrid derby this time round against Atletico. This is the team we're going to go with. Just one change, I think, to the side. That's Cruz coming in. Pogba dropping out of the team. So that's the bench. That's the starting lineup. Let's crack on with things. It's the league game. We're currently 7 points, I think, in front of Atletico Madrid. With the same amount of games played. We're still 5 points in front of Barca, having played one more. So just got to try and keep winning. Try and bounce back from a disappointing result in the last game. Gotta start taking our chances. Okay, then here we go for this game against Atletico Madrid. Let's see how we get on. Hopefully get ourselves a victory against them in this derby. Chance here for Martins. He's in behind Guerrero. He's struggling at pace a little bit. Ball goes into the middle. Well played. I say well played. He heads it back into the box. We cleared it eventually though. Hazard. He's invincible. Look at him go. Eden Hazard flying through. Oh, shot gets blocked. Hazard. Oh, it's a Modric. Modric back to Hazard. Hazard shoots. Useless. Hazard looking to Lewandowski. Great pass through to Lewandowski. Can he score? He's through on goal and he does score. It's 1-0. Very, very surprised we've got the lead there, but we're in front. On the stroke of half-time, Lewandowski scores. There's a great pass by Hazard through to the striker. Really good little ball through, and such a tight gap to play it through as well. And a good finish on his left foot. Wasn't really expecting us to get a goal in this first half, the way it's been. It's been very, very scrappy, and usually in scrappy games, you end up conceding or losing the match because it doesn't really suit my style of play at all, does this sort of scrappy type game. Neither team having that many chances, really, just the odd 1 or 2 here and there, but nothing major from either side. Got to try and step things up in the second half and start playing some proper football. I'm going to blame it on the snow for the lack of decent football so far. Short corner, Modric to Guerrero. Go on. Why are we doing this again, Asensio? We've spoken about this in the last game. Okay, Koke to deliver this ball into the box. 30 minutes to go. Let's try and clear this one away. Griezmann at the front post. What a save. Courtois, great reflexes. How no one's marking Griezmann properly, I have no idea. Koke to try once again. Let's get that ball out. Thank you. Okay, all 3 changes. Junior, Isco and Pogba to come on. We'll take off Cruz, Modric and Hazard. 3 big players coming off here, so we're going to do that with the final 20 minutes left. Still remains 1-0. Having to cling on to this lead here. Could have done with the second goal, I just don't feel like it's going to come now. Pogba's still charging forward looking for it. Lewandowski into Isco. Isco trying to find Junior. You've got the pace, come on, back into the middle. Pogba wasn't there, cleared away. So close. Go on. Lewandowski hits it. Oh, it's not a bad strike actually in his left foot. Saved unfortunately by Oblak. And 5 minutes to go now. Just got to be a little bit smarter with how he play the ball. Very open at the back. I don't like that at all, but just got to keep hold of possession here. Don't you dare. Don't you dare do this to me. We've got this, Ramos. Bring him down. Don't you dare. Don't. Oh, what a save. 93rd minute. That's fine. That's fine, ref. Blow your whistle. That was too close to end it like that. We deserve the 3 points once again. Better team. No doubt about it. The scoreline doesn't quite represent it, but there you go. It's sometimes the way it is. We win the match, play the better football, and get the 3 points. Job done. That victory puts us 7 points in front of Barcelona. They've still got a game in hand, so we'll have to wait and see what happens there. But now 10 points in front of Atletico Madrid as well, so looking really, really strong. Considering we were a bit behind Barcelona not that long ago, we've managed to recover really well. Impressed with how we're getting on here, and hopefully we can stay like that. Oh yeah, I definitely want to take the Australia job. Player returning from injury, please be Marcelo. It's Bale. I'll take Bale. He's alright, I suppose, but hoping for Marcelo. When's he actually back? I could do with another left back, really. Still 7 weeks away. Yeah, it's not good. He's dropped an overall slightly as well. I think Bale dropped 1 overall, but good to have him around the setup once again. Gareth Bale will probably come back next episode properly. Anyway, back to this deal for Verratti. This is the guy I want to try and sign. Again, I'm going to test the waters just like it's a normal deal, or just like it's the first time we've come up with the deal. So we'll go £67 million, just testing the waters here. They want 71.8. You see, it's a very different sort of feeling to the last negotiations already. So that's a good sign. We might be able to get him for less than 70 this time. Let's go £69 million. Let's see, 71. Okay, we'll just go 70. As much as I'd like to sit here and try and sort of scrape every pound we can back from them, we'll just go 70. Accept it. Yes, thank you. Okay, let's get this contract sorted out. What sort of money does he want? He wants 185 grand. Okay, so I don't think it was that insulting to offer him 150 as a starting point. Get rid of the appearance bonuses. He gets a signing bonus of 1.8 and a high wage as well. He wants 210. Okay, now starting to get into ridiculous territory. Can we say 200, please? I'm just trying to scrape as much money back. 200 grand a week, £1.8 million bonus. Okay, yeah, we'll just accept it. And he joins for next season, if we do a next season. Otherwise, it's just a waste of £70 million. But Verratti there's agreed to join for £70 million ready for next season. Like I say, really impressed by his stats. He's got the sort of stats we need. He reminds me physically of Modric and in terms of the way that he plays as well, as a sort of Modric-type player. He's obviously 33 as Modric, so this guy much younger and got some growth in it as well to go further. So, yeah, we'll wait and see. He's more of a holder midfielder, I think, than a centre mid, but we can play in both. So we'll have to wait and see exactly whether we do have a second season and whether he'll perform for us. Transfer in here for De Thomas. He is the guy that is transfer listed as well. £13.2 million. We shall negotiate and try and get more. Accept 16 and you can have him. Have him for 16. Go on. Yes, there we go. Okay, so I wouldn't usually do this, but I'm about to sim the second game of today's episode. Don't usually sim so many matches in one episode, but the reason why I'm simming this one is so we can focus on the more important games ready for next episode, which is playing Juventus, playing Juventus, and also playing Barcelona again. So we'll play all three in the next episode. This one, there's no point in me really playing this one. We sort of ran out of time anyway, and I want to set up next episode ready to go. So let's sim this game against Girona and see how he gets on. It's a changed team, obviously, with the Juventus game in the round of 16 in 4 days' time. Courtois, Odriozola, Vallejo, Ramos, Guerrero, Zielinski, Cruz, Pogba, Junior, Mariano, and Isco starts. Let's go, my things. Let's try and get ourselves a victory here. Gareth Bale should be ready for that Juventus game, which is good to hear, against, obviously, Ronaldo, who's coming back to his former club, which is interesting for next episode. But for now, we are still 0-0 as we approach half-time, hoping to try and get a goal if we can. That would be helpful for us, please. Still no sign of it. Lewandowski coming on at this point, so does Asensio. 20 minutes left, let's skip it, and we have finished 0-0. Disappointing to drop 2 points there as far as I'm concerned against Girona. It's the risk that you take though when you make changes then sim the game. But it's fine because it keeps things fairly realistic as well. The team's able to catch us up potentially. We've got Junior going to 82 overall and Barreja going up to 66 overall as well this week, which is nice to see. Another bid in for De Thomas here, which is an interesting one. We're going to delegate this time round so we don't have to mess around too much. Basically, you're paying £16 million or you're not getting them. So like I say, next episode Ronaldo will come up against his former club Real Madrid, which is going to be a really, really interesting game. Looking forward to that match. We've got the second leg, I think, probably in the episode after as well. So, massive game. Looking forward to it. Hopefully you guys are as well. That's everything for today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. If we could try and get 100 likes on today's video, that'd be absolutely brilliant. Also, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already as well, and that'd be absolutely fantastic too, as we try and push towards 25,000 subscribers. Like I said before, we were checking the stats. I was checking the stats the other day. 16% of people have subscribed. That's a massive amount of people who haven't subscribed. So I'd appreciate you clicking that button if you haven't already. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram at GameFaceHD. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.